All right, so now it's time for our favorite time of the day.
Yay!
Winners and losers.
Who goes first?
Dan Bice goes first. Who's your winner this week?
My winner's Andy Groenick. He's the first Democrat. The Democrats now have a candidate.
Candidate for governor.
Running for governor, hoping to take on Scott Walker. The only question is this the candidate they want? He's not very well known. He has a little bit of money, let the public evaluate again.
All right, Andy Groenick. And who's your loser?
My loser's the recall Mayor Barrett drive. Just announced effort to how many signatures do they need?
They need 52,000 signatures. Good luck with that.
Well, yeah. My question is, didn't we just elect this guy with 70% of the vote less than a year ago? And didn't we have a couple aldermen try to run against him, and Donovan and Davis, and none of that worked out very well.
Yeah. And who's behind that? Do we know?
They're a couple individuals who are front and center, but the belief is that Alderman Tony Zelensky will be the one who would be interested in running. But again, you got to get 50,000 signatures.
And then you have to beat Mayor Barrett.
Right. So it's two high hurdles that you have to do. The one thing that is going to go on, and one reason Mayor Barrett may not be so upset about this, is he gets to collect unlimited donations during this time where they're trying to collect signatures, just like Governor Walker did during his recall drive. And that proved very, very important and helpful to Walker last time.
It did. Who's your loser? Bill?
Well, loser of the week, it's a rare loser, Paul Ryan. He's got a real opponent of a Democrat, Randy Bice, this iron worker who's raised a ton of money, who's chased one person out of a potential Democratic primary, has another person. I'm not saying Randy Bice is going to beat Paul Ryan, but he's got backing, he's got some national notoriety now, and so you got an opponent. That's not good. And then Dave, you wrote about Ryan having to deal with Donald Trump. You called it the Ryan shuffle. He dodges, he weaves, he loses his voice and then his nerve, and he couldn't even answer the simple question about would you take a meeting with a Russian operative who was ditching dirt on a political opponent. The answer obviously is no, but Ryan said, I'm not going to get into hypotheticals. So he's still trying to work out the dance with Donald Trump.
So is that permitted for us to start quoting the moderator?
Well, I think in this case it is.
Fine.
Yes, yes.
All right. So
hey, I have a winner.
Oh, your winner.
I have a winner. Of course I have a winner.
Yeah,
The Milwaukee Brewers. I realize they're going to fade out of first place probably in the second half of the season, but they went through the first half of the season. A team, Dan and I talked about this. I thought this team 70 wins max, 70, 75, and they've got 50 wins. They've got they're building a talented core of youth. Their pitching may or may not hold up in the second half, but good for them. They've made a run.
So what's more surprising, the Brewers or the Cubs?
I think the Brewers are more surprising. I think it's never a surprise if a World Series champion takes a half step back. The Cubs are playing terrible baseball, but they made a big trade today for another starter with the White Sox. So, you expect to see them back, in the pennant chase.
And it's only a 5-game lead, so that's a week.
Yeah, it's a week, but it's it's fun. Baseball in July being worthwhile in Milwaukee. Who would have thought it this year?
We're usually talking Packers by this point.
Yeah.
Pretty close.